based off of, let me think for a second. It's going to be based off of this. We want, right, so we want to find out the journey length, and then we want to update the update code based off of that. So to do the journey length, we need two things. Now we have the start marker, where we can immediately get the start position by just saying start marker dot start marker is equal to this dot transform. Right, so that's actually this sorted out now. That's that done. And then we actually need an end marker. Right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to transform end pos. Right, bear with me, I know this is a little messy. But transform end pos, so we're going to send it the transform from hello AR controller, and you'll see that in a second. So when the person taps, which is going to happen here, we'll work on that in a second. When the person taps, we're going to send that information to this cat, and we know we need a start position and an end position. We have the start marker, which is always going to be where the cat is currently, but we need the end one. So the end one gets sent over here through this end position. Then we just need to set end marker is equal to end pos. Now that should be really good. And we've got the start timer, and then we have a journey. That works out quite well. I'm happy with that for now. And then we can have a debug.log just for our own, just for testing if we need it. Spell that wrong, but it doesn't really matter. Journey length is, and then I'm going to put in journey length here. So that should print out the journey length. So that's really useful. The only issue is the update method is constantly running every second, and that's not really helpful. Also, the journey length, I've just realized now, is not set. So we should actually set that here. So journey length is equal to 0 at the moment, because at the start we don't want it to move. Right? And so what we can do is, now that we know that journey length is 0, we can do if journey length is more than 0, then we want to move. Right? So what we're going to do is the user clicks somewhere, we get that information through start move, we get the position, the end position, the end transform where they clicked. Then we say, let's get the cat's current position now, and let's set the end position that we want to move, the end marker to be the end position that we've just come through. We get the start time based off of this time that we want to start the movement in. We work out the journey length based off of the start position and the end position that we want to go to. And then if that is more than 0, so I mean they could have tapped, I mean it's very difficult to do, but they could have tapped on the exact position of the cat, close to impossible, but let's say if they did, then nothing would happen. But if the journey was more than 0, so they click a little bit far away, then what happens is we get this update method kicks in, and it does some lovely maths for us, and it starts to move the cat, which is the transform position. The only thing is the speed is set to 1 here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to change this to private, because since we're working AR core, if I left this as a public, we would constantly have to update. If I left this as public, we would constantly have to change the data here instead of here, and that's really useful when we can run with the Unity emulator, but since we can't do that, that's not great. So I'm going to change this also to 0.0. If we do 0.01, let's do that, because I think 1 is going to be too fast. I'm pretty sure it will be. Okay, so we've got this code working lovely. Let's go to hello AR controller. So what we want to do is we want to get the cat object, right? And we know we've got this cat move. Let's wait for this to refresh. Here we go. We've got the start marker and the end marker here. All right. So what we want to do is we know we have this prefab has a cat move to script on it. In fact, to make sure our prefab has this, we have to hit apply. Hit apply. Now I can actually delete this. If we look down here, our cat prefab has cat move. So it's an easy step to forget, but we have to make sure we update that. We could have added that directly to the prefab as well. Actually, that might have been a better way of doing it, but there we go. Now we know it's definitely there anyway. Okay, so let's look at this first. So let's look at what we already have. We already have information about tapping on the screen if the number of cats allowed is more than the current number of cats. So if, on the other hand, we're only allowing one cat and we've got one cat, then we want the person to be able to tap and for the cat to move. Otherwise, there's no cat to move. So what we want to do here is we're going to put else statement. Right, that's actually pretty simple, right, in regards to that and the